show you some modifications of Yoko-Shiho-Gatame. If you think of Shiho, the four corners, and you think of the acreage inside there, that's what you're controlling. Up here, this way here. See here? I have a Yoko-Shiho this way here, but you notice that this hand is grabbing here, or I can switch over and do it on this side here. This is still Yoko-Shiho. When I turn in, I'm putting my weight down here in the center, so I'm holding him four corners this way too. So you could do Yoko-Shiho this way here, grabbing here, or grabbing the belt, and then you see my knuckles gonna go right into his upper thigh and push right down. Here, here, and here, and here. I'll show you an old way of Yoko-Shiho-Gatame. See here, here. See, holding the four corners down. This hand is coming right into his diaphragm. Remember what I told you, that these were meant to hold and control. You see where it is? Right here. If I go pow like that, it'll break that floating grip there, which is okay. Here, okay, here, okay, and here. See? Yoko-Shiho-Gatame. I'm still working the four corners, but now I have control of his arms. If he stretches his arm out, right here, okay, here. Now I have this Yoko grabbing here, and then I can come around here. People say this is mune-gatame, but it actually isn't. It's still Yoko-Shiho. Mune-gatame is usually this way here. Yoko-Shiho is more to the side. See, this elbow pushes back. This bony part of my wrist is going to come right underneath. You see how I hook it in? Feel it out? Yeah. And of course, if he wants to fool around and he brings his hand over, I just come right in and I have mune-gatame. So people say, well, why in the kata do you take and you loosen the belt? That's to show you a target. When I come in and I loosen the belt, that's my target. Then I'm going to take the technique of taking my hand, snaking it through to grab my target. And then I'm going to come underneath the head and grab the target over there. When I grab the belt here, okay, I'm going to pull it down. It tightens it and partially restricts his breathing. If you pull it straight back, you hear this one here, you're not really doing anything. You're pulling it back, but when you come down here, you notice how the kumamusubi goes down into his shitara, the diaphragm area here. That's what you want to do. Okay? That's why there's a Yoko-Shiho-Gatame this way here, where I'm holding here, and I'm holding here, and here. It's Yoko-Shiho-Gatame. I'm controlling the four corners this way here. You see all the variations of Yoko-Shiho? Once again, the kimono-kata, the fundamental way of doing it is just from the side. Now the important thing is you try to understand the shiho, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the area that's fenced in by the four corners. That's where you want to be. Could be up a little higher, could be a little lower, but it's never outside the fenced areas. So you can't do Yoko-Shiho-Gatame this way here, because you're outside the fenced area. This is a completely different hold. So these were done in the monasteries that were at that time places where they took care of those with mental disabilities. The monks devised these techniques. This is thousands and thousands of years old, to hold and control. And sometimes you had to induce pain so that they would stop thrashing. When they knew that when they stopped moving, the pain stopped. If they started moving again, the pain was reinstituted, and that's what you call not pinning somebody, but holding and controlling them. Osae-waza is the hold. Also, strangulation technique is Osae-waza. And so is Kansatsu-waza, just has a different format. Strangulation was to get them to go to sleep. And then you had to learn kappo, which is the resuscitation techniques. And then Katsutsu-waza wasn't necessarily to break their joints, but to induce enough pain where they would stop